Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah, yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West. That's not about Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything, and the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Brother to where, and said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kum, I said, what is going on?
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure, they come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot of.
If I were president of this country, God show you His wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football the very country. A football be medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to instantly because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What will the boy do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the millions men in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's me.
Connections that you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No, I'm sure no he, no tea.
Oh, he was 12 years older early. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah, yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West. That's not about Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything, and the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Brother to where, and said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. our Bani, Jim Bani. But when I went to Kum, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Baka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with them.
You're right. You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, and he want to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun offered my own son offered that I went and filed a resolution. I have many seconds why you all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah.
I want to say thanks to President, our former President, we are for what he did for all. They are showing well. I guess he don't want to do it for all again. Yes. And those are those horses I see on the road is the example for what he will be doing for us. But we the Liberian too, we are not patient. Everything going at this, but the horses will be more than this. It was to be more than this. Yeah.
The leader let me be bold with you. That just the Thai horses. When it comes to this culture abroad, serious release to our town. Before I was born, and even when I was born, Master Shoe was just without even get Master Shoe. But you see, the particular picture alone have brought serious release to all. Even when you see people come from Moreover, they always say where the former president built the horses to Master Shoe. So this alone have brought name to our town now. So we want to appreciate the former president for this.
The Liberian Council of Churches commends the peaceful and lawful resolution of the recent leadership.
Go afar at the end of the time. People are very much impressed. People are enjoying the horses. It's even since we were born. You check in the town, you can even see horse with bathroom. Yeah, it's a bathroom.
Wow.
Yes. So the former president did well for all in the town. Check all in the town since I was born.
Since you were born, nobody built, nobody has built since you were born, a structure of such.
It's the former president who built this house for us, and we enjoying it. We're happy of this. So we very much appreciate the effort. We want to say thanks to him, and we also praying. If he really had thinking to come back, let this be more than this one. There is a stand so that everybody can benefit from all of it. So we say thanks to the former president again. My name is on this hand.
Othello Wilson. I was living in the bush. As I was living in the bush was very hard. So myself, I think about getting in Massage here. The horse that you want to be here. So bad. And I'm saying horse. What? You got to pass in. A relation. Everybody will go stand in the corner. And from then I'll open local horse conditioner. I say, but then let me try to help my people in the town. Over to be 10 horses. I got 20 horses. But I know 10. He was big for all. Then from then I come and say, oh, but 2024.
Liberia is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat. If the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's set to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where the vehicle, they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought transformation, total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. You say Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Zero. Tell me something. Zero. When you go to Nations Cup now, go to Nations Cup, let's see. Let me see Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup, I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your nations your experience in Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. What I mean, worstest country in the whole world. If the Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God.
Hands up to all of you wherever you are. It's great joining us tonight right here on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for the life He has given us. And I try to start on news, especially involve me, my friend and brother, and Seko Kane, and who had an unfortunate situation at his business center somewhere there in the New Georgia area, and I was burglarized by criminals, and they have to enter his petrol area, and he lost over 15 to 16,000 worth of business actually, and it's too terrible, too sad. You know, people who are dear to you, close to you, who are always there for you, when they are hit hard, you know that you are hit hard because there is no way you can turn to go back to them, especially when they are really hit hard. So I think it was quite bad, but I know with God, God will do the recovery Himself, and whoever did what they did, they will account for it. There's nothing else about it. They will have to account for it, and I know that for sure. So I'm really, while coming on, that was the news that hit me. But again, we are here tonight on this day, and we're grateful to the Almighty God that we've come from the weekend. And let me say also up to all of you, wherever you are. If you are out there, the only opportunities you have now is to just venture into the games of chance. And these games, you see people getting involved in it now. Yeah, it's not just betting or whatever it is. It's an opportunity giving you to exercise or test God's blessings that He has given you over the periods. That's why you see us involved in these games. We share with you all of the time, like the cash giveaway. We always tell you to play that, which of course is on the code *799 *24# is the assigned code for Kings FM. And for all of the jackpots and everything, that's the assigned code. You can play with it even now, and we'll do draws to get out to you. And if you've been playing, and you can't win, there is still room for that, because the guys have what we call the frequent players draw, and the frequent players draw is there, and they'll be able to look for 1,000. They will do that draw again, and 1,000 will be given to you. So they just tap up. So you've been playing. Even if you didn't play tonight, and that draw is done, you are able to be captured. So it's possible we'll call you up when you didn't even play tonight. But that is for 1,000, just to tap it up, to get you encouraged, to make you to not be 100% loser. And also, one new one we brought forth is the one that has to do with the Liberty Photon. And that's the biggest one on the block as we speak. And every Saturday, people are winning. And I think the management team, they are working a lot. And on other things to see to it that they have more winners, and on Saturdays. So the second gems and draw is there, which of course it gives you the jackpot, and the second chance draw is there to give you the jackpot. So when you bought the card and then you scratch it. If you got $1 there, that one that you win with, don't put it into the draw, because there's a way that the machine will be able to detect it. If you won, if you even won 50 cents, do not include that into the draws. It's not a good idea, because they will detect it. Why? If you go put that one there, then you go, what they call it, come up, you will lose for nothing. So don't try that. What you see, try again on that, what you should put into the draw using the WhatsApp numbers and all of that they give you. So you can go around, look for Liberty Fortune scratch cards. Just say Liberty Fortune scratch card. People will look for it, the scratch card dealers, and they have that, and so they will be able to. The vendors are out there, and they will be able to give you that, so you can deal with that, right? So we are getting there, and no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. Let me say what's up to all of you wherever you are, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything, and we want to say thank you for your courage that you have built over the periods. We know things are not okay in this country, and nobody is saying that things will be 100% perfect, but we know that things will always be challenging. And some of us, we have chosen to speak to the issues which are very much dear to the hearts of you, the ordinary Liberian people. You know, I visited one of my mom, and she gave a parable. I think it's a parable, but it's a saying. One mom, Esther. And she said, do you know how Liberia looks like at the moment? I compare Liberia with a caring mother, or a mother who loved the child so much, and the child does something, and that child is being beaten for that thing. Though the mother is not the one that receiving the lashes, but you can feel the pain on your skin to wherever they are knocking that child because of the love you have for the child. And that was how she put it. And I remember that during those days when my late father he never used to let anybody touch us. Yeah. Because he was the man, the woman, and everything. So every time we're being touched on, he felt the pain. And that's how it is. So that's how Liberia is. We are not part of the problem. We didn't cause the problem. But the beating, the whipping that we are receiving, some of us, we are not part of it, but there's no way that we will not feel the pain of it, because Liberia is dear to our hearts. Liberia is suffering. Liberia is being beaten. So as a result of that, because we are part of Liberia, and Liberia is dear to our hearts, we feel the pain. But we are not the one that caused that problem. That beating is not really meant for us, but we are part of Liberia, so we feel the pain as well. So that's what it is. And I said, right, the woman and they can talk, and they talk, and they talk through wisdom. And I said, wow, that's great. So let me say thanks to Miss Gillings. And of course, my own woman Gillings as well. Hats off to you people. It was great seeing you people. Yeah, it's always great meeting you people, great people. And we are forever grateful, and will continue to be like that. And that's what Liberia is at the moment. I understood that, our president had a cabinet meeting again. You know, the meeting can be on camera until some of the things that the president can be talking. You can really do that. He get, at the time you can do that. There's nothing sound that coming out. It's just from meetings to meetings, and they're having meetings, and they're having meetings, and things are just terrible. Things are just terrible. And we are grateful to the Almighty God. And I will be telling you tonight about the plan of the government to fight against the July 17 protest. And I know everything. And there's nothing that they plan that I don't know, or that we don't know. We know it. So we know all of their plans. So I'll be telling you something about that. But I am more interested in kicking off the show with what I think is very important for all of us to look at. You know, on May 16, there's a clip that was played. Maybe it passed by me. I didn't really capture that. Today is the 19th, right? Yesterday was the 18th. And Saturday, I think by Friday, there was a statement. I was read by the Secretary General of the Liberia Council of Churches. I didn't capture that. It was today. I think it was replayed on our news. And that was when I captured it. But before that, I'm about to play you a very short video. And that video will tell you more about what the country is. You know, I challenged the folks in the Unity Party the last time there was a video we played about some views sampling about how people feel about the economy. The marketers. So I challenged them. I told them, say, y'all bring your own. Y'all go in the field. All those same places. If they are Douala, y'all go there, y'all do interview. Y'all get friendly media platforms. Why y'all don't want to send it out? Y'all send them. Your friendly stations y'all have. Or the stations you're comfortable with. Let me just put it that way. Y'all go to them. Let it take their phones and put it out there in the mouths of people and let it introduce themselves as friendly station. Because maybe that's the only way they will talk good thing about you. Let it introduce themselves as friendly station. Say, me, I'm from social and social station, and we don't want promoting the government work. We can't ask you what in the government doing. Maybe if they see those stations, whatever. So just introduce yourself, or ERBC, LNTV, they are there. Why are they stopping? They got to go out to sample people's views about how performance going on. And that's it. For me, I don't have time for how people feel in this country. Things are tough and they will continue to be tough. We know that. I hear they say monkeypox now come. So we won't be, what they calling, we won't be, will not be shaking hand again. All the things that we used to do during COVID time, we shouldn't do it. We'll join in that because that's something that will affect all of us. So for us, we'll get free publicity for those kind of thing. Because it's about all of us. We'll not sit back and say because it's coming up during government time, so the monkeypox is coming up during one government time, this wicked, heartless government time, so we should sit down and say, no, we're not talking anything about it. We'll still talk something about it, and I subsequently will do it. We don't need anything to get that done, though they have to do it, but we don't need anything. I saw my big brother, DJ Blue, he had to post it on a page and requesting that at least because the NGOs or the organizations, the international organizations, the non-governmental organizations that used to shoot up the financing of those jingles and promos and so forth, you say, and things that they are caught off. So we are left on our own to do the necessary publicity and share with one another. Yeah. But the government has money on our DJ Blue. You know, Bernard Benson. The government has money. And you know exactly they were dishing out money recently to lawmakers. So, Chief, we agree that we'll do it for our own good. But we should not say that they don't have money. They should see this as a priority. The monkeypox in this country, the way it is, they should see as a priority. Look for the money and put it in it because you have to do with the health situation of people who elected them to go there before they are stealing. So they have to prioritize it. The government has money and they got to pump that money. There's no excuse that we can give to say, yeah, the international organizations, they are out. We agree that they are out and we are challenged. We know that. But the government has money and they will have to spend that money. They will have to spend that money. They just from telling us they dish out money to that criminal speaker they have down there. He's a criminal. Whether you go, your kind of your dress, any kind of way, Rachel Kuhn is a disgraced speaker. Now, we're not calling him purported speaker, but he's a disgrace speaker because he comes from the product of disgrace. And that is what we call the personal fruit doctrine. The personal fruit doctrine, it states that no matter what it is, and the evidence is evidence law anyway. It doesn't matter how good the evidence is, once the root of the tree is very poisonous, the fruit itself will look poisonous. And that's what the personal fruit doctrine says. So that man there is the product of corruption. He's a product of criminality. And Rachel Kuhn will never get any respect from anybody here calling him some kind of sound speaker. He's a criminal speaker because he's a product of criminality. He's a product of corruption. And he's a product of stealing. Let me put it that way. Maybe that the common one you want to say, you want to hear. He's a product of stealing. So he comes from there. The personal fruit doctrine tells us that he's the fruit, the poison that brought him that in there. So that terrible man there, I don't have any respect for him, but he's the speaker. So I can now safely call him criminal speaker Kun or whatever it is. That's it. I don't have time for him. So that's what it is, right? Yeah. So it's very much important that we stress that. Now, these things are coming up in the wake of hardship that we are experiencing in the country. So when we play that video, I challenge the government. I say, you go now and bring your friendly station and you have to go out there, introduce themselves as friendly stations. And one of the friendly stations that they have is Spoon. So like Freedom at that time and Keynes and Banner at that time, it was Spoon Network that they were using to propagate everything. And thank God their CEO and criminal CEO, Instanton Waterspoon, came up to say we had to lie on we are because we needed to make Joseph Boakai president. So he came up. He said that. Right? So I say, you go out there and do your own. So the Spoon Network now decided to go there and say, but that thing that AB then were playing down there, we don't know whether that true thing they did or that special people did it or that CDC people did it, blah, blah, blah. So let us go out there. So they took their Spoon Network out there. So over the weekend, that video was shared and we have it. And we're going to share it with you now so that you will listen to that. Right? Because until we do, you don't hear it. Until we share, you don't get it. That's one thing about us. That's how you believe in us. And so we'll certainly get there, and no matter what it is, and this is it, right? So let's get this done. Let us listen to this. In fact, the guy started attacking Spoon Network and said, you people fool the Liberian people. You people lie to the Liberian people. The same way anything I say, and my believers go on with it, what it is, you can say, oh yeah, that AB them fooling. I think there are people in the community who can be saying, you might be saying that AB them be fooling you. And I want the Unity Party people can be talking good. So let's agree. The other people on the other side also believe that there are networks that you're used to believe in. Some of you say, I don't want to believe in it again. I want your business. And that you're looking for something. So the same people we all say you're trusted that they don't want are criminals now. So I don't get time for that. Yeah, inconsistency, that's an issue that I go on with. Because I knew ever saying that they were criminals. So that issue there that you people saying it now, you are only saying it now. So this is it, right? And we are certainly getting there. Let me see here and share this with you right here on screen so that we all have a listen. Let's take a listen to this, which will help us all as we move on here tonight. Then we'll set the basis of the discussion. So there is a young man, my junior brother, play. I think he's in the street there, talking to the guys. Now, let me make this very clear. We get professional guys who are with the Spoon Network. The actual journalists born and the guys you see interviewing, so they are the real clear men. My issue I have with that is their boss. He's a criminal. He been doing a lot of terrible things. Now, the young guys, they are not involved with this thing. They are professional people, and no matter what it is, I will still respect them. Are professional people working with Spoon. I don't take them to be anyhow. So I always hold them high esteem, and I will continue to respect them. They are boss men. That men are criminal. Very terrible. And that is who he is. So that's it. So let me make that one clear. All right. So let's listen to this beautiful kid out there that he's always out there doing. I must admire him for what he's doing. He's passionate about his job. He's the kind of guy I really love. It is good. So let's have a listen. Let's listen to this. Right. So we are getting there. That is it. So yeah, please listen now as we speak, as we go on with this one here. Are you people there? Yeah. So we can go now.
I've been wishing to talk to Spoon. because spoon fool the people, the book of Braga. Yes, you told me how you told people that have been having 45 years experience. And see what's going on here. See what's going on here.
What's going on here? You want to lock the camera?
It's very tough. Very tough.
When you say things are tough, what do you mean?
To get money, young man.
You want to lock the camera?
To get money. You see the time?
To get money high right now?
One. Yes. See the US way. And the man with a 45 years experience, it's just a bluff. For nothing experience there. For nothing experience, brother brought you to the people here. You see, when you see all these police running behind you, taking your market, how people eat. Just my school coming open now. School just tell my school coming open. And I want for you to go and tell Braga, you have to school, you tell Braga, you should put your experience into use. Put your experience into use. We can see your experience. 45 years experience, but more. Agriculturalist, you can see what it meant to people.
But just finally, do you think the economic hardship you're talking about is the fault of the government, or is just the reality as per what's happening across the world?
If you get experience, so come with experience. Come with experience. Come with experience. Now you have more for the 5 years experience. Guess what on the dog? They get no experience. That's so nothing for the 5 experience.
Okay, thank you very much. Why need?
My name is Favor.
Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school or children. We are saying, but this time, my mother said 20 o'clock to finish. It can be hard. My mother not affording for me for her to send me to school. So we want for the government to make everything so for us, for our mother to afford to send her to school.
You going to school?
No.
You're not going to school right now?
Yeah.
You said, what's your name, Favor? So what kind of business is your mom doing?
Kobo.
She's doing Kobo business? She's selling across there? All the way on the other side? Yeah. Your man know like talking to Spoon TV right now?
No.
And you want the government to improve the country so things can get easier with your parents and so you can go to school?
Yeah.
No money in the country. The country very hard. Even before, I think Joey Atansa was better because we got 1 or 2. But soon as new people get in power, the speaker shit, we are having 2 speakers. The artificial speaker and the real speaker. The real speaker just resign. But they put in our parliament, they get law for the country. They just seeking a set interest. On the ways, on the committee, so they forget about the country. They do all type of stuff. Spoil the country image abroad. Can you imagine? You look at the capital building, catch your fire burning. What the men are fighting for power. No see what
but why do you think things are hard in the country? What do you think is responsible for the harsh economic situation? Is it the fault of the government, or is it the other aspect that has to do with the fact that hardship will always be around?
No, the government, for me, what I know is the government not having contact.
Contact?
Yeah, the president, because if you look at the president cried up on University of Liberia or PSC, he got nobody outside that you know. He sells a property, he never exposed himself because he's a man, he's very savage. He never show himself to people. But for me, what I noticed, the president attended LU and got PSC degree, so he had no connection outside. One of the meeting. Then,
you think that's the reason why there's an economic hardship in the country?
And the justice system in the country not fair. So no one can look at them living money bringing abroad again invest because abroad law is very fragile. They respect the law.
When it comes to the business, things are not really improving because the economic system is very high, money is not coming in, people are not doing business that before. Yeah.
People not doing business that before.
Yeah.
So money not coming in that before.
Yeah, money not coming in.
Okay, let's talk about the exchange rate, for example. What's the exchange rate right now?
The exchange rate gone to 200.
200?
Yeah.
When was the last time you changed money for 200?
Yeah, quite recently, like day before yesterday, I changed money for 200.
How is business for you?
Business is difficult right now.
Business is difficult?
Yeah.
What do you think is responsible for this? Do you think it's the fault of the government, or you think it's just the economic reality across the world? These things are happening.
I think it's the government because the government need to put mechanisms into place to make the economic condition better for the people. So I'll blame the government.
Okay. So you think the government is at fault?
Yeah.
What do you make of the economic situation in the country?
Everything is very hard. Just for people to level at all.
I'm Willie Zoe.
Okay.
Chairman of Banana Island.
So how do you call this place? Banana Island?
Yeah, Banana Island. Banana
Island. Where does Banana Island start from?
It's that from right here.
From right here?
Yeah. Go in to that place. Yeah.
The entire Banana Island.
Yeah.
Why did you call this place Banana Island?
Because we surrounded by water. You see there? That water, yeah. So now you see the pool water coming from so, but it get come up here, so it's surrounded from the island.
Oh wow! Now, how is business with you?
As we are talking to you, business is hard. Business is hard. Doesn't collect. Thank God you reach on the street.
Now, you spoke about the economy being very tough. They're not really buying from you. What do you think? Is it the fault of the government or is it just the economic reality? Is it something that's just happening across the world?
It's the fault of the government because it came from that two speakers when we're having in the country. When that two speaker situation on, we get one speaker, one samba. So the fault from the government.
Wow.
Sometimes I'm not allowed to use, sometimes I'm selling out on the street before one customer can ask me for even $5 before one customer move from here. Sometimes it go 3 hours if I talk to another customer. And we're not used to having that before. Wow. For sure.
So you say things are better first, but it's not better.
Before, yeah,
when you came before, you used to make more money.
Sometimes 2 hours time in 70, 100 and laying banana. You don't want to go fast on a lay quiet corner to relax. That time I go, you don't pay thing about paying super, not now.
Wow.
Now the pay super not play. That's in collect.
All right. Thank you for talking to Spoon TV.
Thank you too.
Yeah.
How is business with you now?
On a serious note,
I think it's getting better.
business is not okay. Business is not okay. I actually selling shirt.
Oh, so that's on the shirt in your hand.
Yes, that's my shirt. I carry this to one of my customers, but he said he complaining on money, but it's not easy.
So you brought the shirt back because your customer is not in a position.
Yeah, I had to bring the shirt back.
The economic situation in the country, do you think it's getting better?
For me, based on my own understanding how I see things, especially we are toward the street, the economic system is actually declining because people are complaining on a daily basis. No money. When you come on the street, or even when you finish investing in your little business, you can't even get the money, or you have to get the money out of the goods because everybody is complaining no money. So to me, the economic system is not improving; it's declining.
Do you think it's a fault of the government or it's just a reality?
No, for me, I would say that's the fault of the government because they had the power, they had the capacity to change things around. But I don't think they are using the referral procedure to see how best things can get okay.
What do you make of the economic situation in the country at the moment?
The economic situation is bad up because too many people are complaining, especially when it comes to people having, their daily bread on time and what have you. It's bad up, to be frank. So that people are not eating on time.
But what do you think? Is it the fault of the government or is it just the reality that, things are hard everywhere?
It is the fault of the government, and furthermore, we blame the president, for everything.
So how is business for you?
No, the business by business not really super because people actually come back for one scene and Tina really makes not 30 or 40 or $50. But this time when we can even sell 1 or 2%, it can be easy. Yeah, so decide that the government will put it is a flood. And even for a year we selling and we're paying for the place.
You pay for this?
Yes, I pay $10 every year.
Who do you pay to?
I pay to the chair lady of this place. We pay $10 per table every year renting.
So like all the tables here.
It's painting. Yes.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 or 6 tables. 7 tables.
Yes.
Each table pays
$10 per year. So it means I rented we paying. And I never see it having any government before. Since I've been selling on the street, I never see having any government paying for sidewalk. Paying $10 US per year.
When did you start paying the $10 per
year? For this, they Joseph Baga first years.
Wow.
$10 per year is about paying.
What do you,
not only for years, but all over around, you're paying $10 per year.
What do you think is responsible for the economic hardship? Is it the fault of the government, or is it just the reality in the country?
No, that why I look at the government because the government not get nowhere to lobby for, so the only time they can suppress with the youth because you know how people in labor before for all to pay for sidewalk.
Somebody say it's just been 1 year, 4 months.
Yes. Exactly. And
you think the government is a failure in just 1 year, 4 months?
Exactly. But we're not seeing nothing going on. They say when credit will be fine, you know from the eve. And we're not seeing anything from the government.
All right. Things are the business for you.
The business is still.
I see you selling watermelon. I mean, already ready. The one as soon you grab it, you chew right away. You move.
Yeah.
So, you say the business is going fine, right?
No, it's not fine.
Things not fine. Why things not fine? Why you think the business is not fine?
The ones not fine because if you not buy, now you say. Oh, can sell or buy, sell, now you say. If you sell, they say my without a foot, no buying.
What you think responsible for no buying this time?
Because no money in the country.
You think no money in the country?
Yes, because I know, but that money in the country for that, they might problem is, I mean, I only 1 million or 2. Yeah, because since the day I can't say I without again foot.
So what do you think the government should do to improve things in the country?
Let down the government to pay our money on time, at least will be what to buy from us. Yeah, because now everybody want eat no money. Some people say I won't credit, but I will credit when I'm in business. So let the government pay our money on time. Our brother and our uncle and our family, at least our cost of money, and say might be what to buy from us.
How is business for you today?
The business today started by very, very rough.
It's rough.
Yeah. Everybody complain about new government because people talking about changing government, the economic breakdown, things not happen. The government is not doing well for economy to go up. The economic breakdown. So the reason why money not flowing, the reason why they're not buying. And the way I look at you, you're looking at you because before people need to buy. You need to buy 4 or 5 pairs of shoes, 3. Sometimes the whole week they will buy. Sometimes only once a while. If they don't buy today, they will buy tomorrow. But now, sometimes 4 or 5 days now, people can buy. Now you're looking at.
So, but how things? Business improving, business moving like that, or is it?
The country is hard. Can you imagine? All the thing prices go up every day when you go buy. Get another money to add all the money. So there you go. They go salary. I go back. They go at 250 only. So they are by the time they will buy it. For us to buy it, 3,850 naira, 4,850. So everything is hard. We just selling for the Indian people. Nothing we get it from inside.
You think the hardship that the government fought, or that because hardship will always be around?
Oh no, all government will not be the same because people say that. All government concept things to be hard, but I feel that they government out in right things is very hard to stop. Very easy, just what's it.
It's only increase. People are going all of other people are going all of the business because they can no longer survive. Some of you can see when you enter store, the whole play was clear. Due to 1 or 2 allegations we are go to the moral to the government. Up and now you can get redressed and you can go there, you go and sell. They will come and sell your market, they you money, go pay 30-35 years. So this thing is not necessary for this country, actually.
Res expa liquitor. The thing speaks for itself. I like that word, right? I like that maxim, that legal maxim. RES yeah?
I've been wishing to talk to Spoon. Because Spoon fool the people in the book.
Rex expa liquitor. The thing speaks for itself. Now you are listening to Liberians who are talking and are waiting for LNTV to go do their own too. Because we'll finish with Spoon now. So let's go to LNTV now. So let them go do their own view sampling too. And let's hear there. This is the reality of the day that we are sensing on a daily basis. The people are going through pain all of the time. And all other people care is to talk part of trash. And they are very, 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 very heartless. Now, you just listen to the Liberian people, right? I don't know what are the names of Nigerian pastor. They made it called Joshua Suleiman or something like that. Nigerian pastor or something like that. Yeah. I want to play his voice. But before I play a voice, I want for us to please listen to the initial reaction of the Liberal Council of Churches following the Horse Impasse resolution. Then I will say something, then we'll go to that man. You will hear that. So let's have a listen.
Dispute in the House of Representatives. We congratulate the Honorable Rachel Nang-Bekong on the selection as Speaker of the 55th National Legislature, affirming the power of democracy and the rule of law. We extend appreciation to former Speaker Homer J. Konati Kofa, the Majority Black and the Rule of Law Caucus, for embracing our mediation and respecting the Supreme Court's ruling. Their actions, lifting suspension, awaiting legal judgment, and agreeing to a peaceful transition, reflects a mature commitment to democratic values. We acknowledge the leadership of President Joseph Numa Boakai Sr., whose respect for constitutional order and recognition of parliamentary majority has strengthened the path.
Listen to this trash. Sorry, no disrespect. This is Christo. I don't know whether that or Christo or whatever it is. This man is saying, y'all listen to this, man. Look, let me tell you something. Look, y'all will rather stay, you know, look at the people you're depending on. Look at the people you can go sit down on, or you're depending on, you're calling them leaders in this country. You listen to the Council of Churches. You listen to the man saying, we want to congratulate and thank Joseph Boakai for respecting the Constitution and the rule of law. You see that kind of trash that can be coming from the people that you call your men of God around here? Now, let me tell you something. This is where I really, really lose my cool. Big human being like this, who will come and sit and say they're presiding over ministries and churches and so forth, and they want to deceive the public. In fact, they are milking from these very people, and they will never come up to speak. This is the man, right? Now listen to him. I know Christ or whatever, and they are a bunch of Liberia Council or churches people. No, look, let me tell you something. You know, you're not lemon business because I'm not ordinary Liberian. If there is any Liberian that God has singled out and say you don't have to behave the Liberian way, AB, I think that's me. So you're sorry about that. For me, God made me extra. I'm one of those extra. The same way God look at we are in a era and decided to make him extra. That the same way maybe God look at me in a journalistic presence, maybe I will use you. You will be there, but you will be fearless. And you will speak to the issues as you see them raw. And that's just you. Maybe that's how God did it. So I'm not scared. I don't care, but I don't want relationship from you. I don't want for you to recognize me, to say, yeah, we let it be my business. I don't want your love. Once your love cannot be of significant impact to this country, I care less about your love. I don't care about that. I don't want your recognition. I don't want your awards. I don't want your honors. I don't care about it. This is your earthly honor and thing, and will take me to heaven? I am trying to strengthen my relationship with God that you all care about. When God has a special people here that God will allow us to align with, because we know God will not come directly down, but God will use people. We get some men of God that we get in this country that will respect, and we get respect for them. We know them. Now, you see how you are disgracing yourself on a daily basis. All along the crisis we're going, you never said a thing. Boakai broke all the laws in this country. The council was already shut their mouths and said nothing. Today, because the issue that come up, then they come up with supporting statement to add let's say Joseph Boakai. They kind of trash coming from their mouths, and they calling themselves spiritual leaders. Yo, watch out. Me, I'm not ordinary man. Let me tell you now. I told you people I'm not ordinary man. God made me in a special way for this moment. Maybe when that moment, I will leave the stage. But God created me in a special way. So I'm not like ordinary Liberian. The other thing I'm thinking, hey, can be moved. No, I am never moved by what you think people can be moved by. I am never moved by money. You lie. You can't get me. Whether you go or you come down, God have tried, tested me, and put me in this time and age that will work it up. And that's why you are getting the pinch from people like us. We are going to be extra, and we'll speak to the issues, right? They say that's why affecting this country, and we don't speak to the issues. These are sycophants. These are Pharisees and Sadducees. The same way Jesus Christ, be describing it, that a bunch of people that you see also in this country. Y'all listen to this man here. I know Chris or whatever it is.
Actions lifting suspension, awaiting legal judgment, and agreeing to a peaceful transition reflects a mature commitment to democratic values. We acknowledge the leadership of President Joseph Numa Boakai Sr., whose respect for constitutional order and recognition of parliamentary majority has strengthened the path to this resolution.
These people, the one without the day we are dealing. I just wanted to look at it from all sides, right? So let's wait. Let's see how it plays out, right? Let's continue. Sorry about that, and let me get it back on screen. Yeah, which is very important. And let me get it back on screen. Yeah, let me get it. Stop sharing here. Yeah, we are getting there. With God, all things are possible. Let me get it back on screen, and then you get that. And this country is an interesting country. This country is certainly an interesting country. And we are certainly getting there. I hope you are getting the sound now. And yeah, I think the sound is back. The sound is back. Yeah, I hope you people getting the sound. Yeah, I know you're getting the sound. You get it back. Keep playing your cash giveaway, and of course, you go out there and get your stuff. *7 and *24#. These people have corrupted the nation, and they are very terrible. If a man of God of this nature or a religious institution does, and these are the people that can be bragging like we are a Christian nation. No Muslim people must come there to come take over our country. That they cannot think that the Christian don't they show it so. That the people who say that in this country, a whole day they get ready to take placard. Like we are a Christian nation. Like we are a Christian nation. So no matter what happened, Liberia, the Christian nation. That's what we've been saying, right? Yeah. We've been saying it over and over that Liberia is a Christian nation. Oh, Liberia, a Christian nation. Liberia, a Christian nation. Liberia, a Christian nation. That's what we've been saying, right? Yeah. These are the Christians who are having entitlement to this country, and they don't care about the welfare of the very Christians. They are not able to call these members who are attending their churches, who are in government and suppressing the ordinary people. They are not able to stand before them and tell the truth. It's not out of fear, it's out of greed, it's out of greediness, because they get monies into their pockets. Because there's a difference between fear and that of greed. Fear can make you not to act in certain way. Also money. Also money, greed for things, it can make you to shut up as well. Fear can make you to shut up. Greediness for money and thinking and lacking integrity can also make you to shut up. Because I agree, RAB may be afraid. I may not want to talk. I'm talking out of fear. You know what I mean? That somebody give me money? No. I'm just afraid to talk. Why, on the other hand, I, Abraham Godson William, able to take money and see the wrong and I shut up. And that wrong I'm seeing and shutting up, I know that I'm able to speak to it where the money not there, I'm able to talk. So let's listen to the man here again. There's your, I know which pastor, which church is pastor. You're sorry about that congregants. For me, I'm somebody who I respect your people there, I respect God. Right? So let's go back and listen to him again about his praises towards. He says he thanks the leadership of Joseph.
Acknowledge the leadership of President Joseph Newman Boakai Sr., whose respect for constitutional order and recognition of parliamentary majority has strengthened the path to this resolution. We also thank the Supreme Court for its clarifying judgment and the lawmakers who exercise their political will of President Joseph Newman Boakai Sr., whose respect for constitutional order and recognition of
whose respect for constitutional order and recognition of parliamentary procedure. The mayor is he? I don't know. Is he Jesus Christ of Nazareth? That the name them will be here in the country here. They say that people, men of God, and the people then they things are coming from their mouth. They say by their fruits we shall know them. And you know what that fruit is? Anything that comes from out of you, that's fruit. Anything that comes from out of you, that's fruit. You see the plum? Anything that comes from that plum, or you may not know what the thing here is, but the moment the fruit comes up, so the fruit for us as humans is what that comes from our mouth, is the fruit. Anything that comes from our mouth, that's the fruit. So by our fruits, they shall know us. Now, it comes from either doing or telling. Now, whatever you do is the fruit. Whatever you tell is also the fruit. Now, is by their conduct. So these people have been silent, which of course is a fruit of telling, right? Now, it's also by their inaction. It is the fruit of not doing. So that's the fruit. So by the two fruits that come from them, we know them who they are. They say, I know Christo or whatever it is, or wherever he comes from, which ministry or denomination he comes from, but he said he's Secretary General. They said the main Secretary General of the Liberal Council of Churches, that the men of God and you're getting the country that you can be paying homage to and respecting them at the end of the years old. That the man of God and you're getting this country, you can be paying homage to that in this. The man is praising Bwakai. The last time I heard a council of churches, I even announced one time that they're supposed to have a press conference and a Gardner Johnson church they're supposed to go to. The moment I announced it that night on the show, I don't know why they didn't go to Gardner Johnson church again, or Gardner Johnson didn't want to be seen like he's somebody who encouraging them or what. But their issue they were going to have, they were not going to be political anyway. I thought they were going to release a statement. What did they release? They say, oh, they put them all stay. They coming to tell you other member of them from there. Serious thing going on affecting the country. People are crying. A man who was interviewed just now, the guy said because of the issues at the house that what made the country hard. Can you imagine? Your members are saying that these things are happening to them. All you care about is what you can put into your pockets. Then you coming up here and saying this. But I got good news for you people. You know, our thoughts are thoughts that align with sound man of God, and that not only in Liberia but the world over. I am about to play the man of God voice, and you will tell you're the pastor then. They made a man of God even better than some of you people. So let me put it that way. Better than some of you people. He didn't want coming to critique you now because I'm speaking out of ignorance. I don't know what I'm saying. But I told you God created me specially on this mission at this time and age to do what I'm doing. I don't care about how you feel. You know, you remember when Jesus Christ grew up and whatever it is, you know, people used to take Jesus Christ to be cheeky. He was not cheeky because Jesus Christ was not an ordinary human. And that's why the thing that he used to say, he said them the way he said them, because not that he was cheeky. So when people went to Jesus Christ to go tell him, say, oh, Jesus Christ, your pa and man are looking for you. What did Jesus Christ say? He said, who my pa, who my man? If that question were to come, they will say that Jesus Christ is disrespectful, right? No. But he knew that he's an extra man and he came on a purpose. So the kind of way he will respond, he's not responding like the ordinary people. No. He said, who my pa, who my man? He said, anybody who does the will of the Father that sent me, you my man, you my pa, you my sister, or whatever. So who my man, who my pa? I want for you to understand today that you too can also be my man, you too can. That was Jesus Christ's approach. That's the same bold approach I'm giving you people, men of God. And you know me what I don't care about you people, how you feel. The way I'm saying it, that's how God made me to say it. Right? So that is it. Now, let us go on. Let me complete it here for you. These are people who say the man of God now will tell Joseph Vaga, thank you for respecting the constitutional rule. Ah, gosh, this country. The crystal, they said, because they got name there that may sound some way, I don't know. They said that Auntie that crystal man who are with ANC or Auntie Hill, they want at the church table. They get a church tab, then they get a political tab. I don't know them, but that's just the name that rings bell. Crystal. Right? These people, where are you coming from with that statement? Are we fools in this country? That you can't make such a statement, you are forced to speak to it. Let me can tell them their own men of God, that their own man of God can't deal with them right here on this diet. But you see some of these things when they are happening, you people will sit and say, oh, AB then, oh, AB then, oh, AB then. But now one coming talk, you're coming listen to their man of God. They are kind. The real serious man of God. They want them that will look at it. They don't care how men feel. You won't carry your money, carry it. They will say how they see it and how God want them to see it. That's how they will say it. Are you coming listen to the man now? I like the man. Y'all go tell I'm no Christ or whatever it is. Y'all go tell them. These are the people who destroy this. You're listening to the man of God. Where are the jobs? Where will the job come from? I want to share it with you people. Sorry. I'm coming there. I want to share it. so that my other student can get it. Let's get there. So there is it. I think we are there now. Yeah, now it is right here. All right. All right. Thank you, man of God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You listen to the man of God, right? Whole day y'all sit down, y'all pray. Oh, your job will pray, y'all will go get job. The one that Joseph Walker doing, taking jobs from people, destroying the country, making investors not to come in this country. In what way can your sermon in the area there provide job for the people? That's what the man saying. In fact, for your own, he said the Africa is as it is because the church is becoming quiet. But our own hear a different thing. The very church, the very members were opening their mouths. They were taking the pulpit. The council of churches, they were having press conferences against, these are Pharisees and Sadducees now. Remember now, against God's chosen one, Josh Weir. The group of them as demons, they saw Josh Weir's presence as one that, this was the collection of demons supporting Joseph Walker or demon in chief. They all saw Josh Weir as somebody. So the demon that was in them, a demon that is in them, they got together as demons together to fight George Weir at the time. Man of God, you are right. Yeah, most times maybe churches will say, no, we're not saying anything. Yeah, I agree. But I want Liberian pastors. They are people. The reason we are talking about them today because they have gone silent today. Our Liberian pastor, they're not like that man of God. They can talk in politics. We know them for that. But they choose which one to talk in. That's why we are bringing them to check. We are not telling them to get involved because we are saying, why are they not talking now? That's why we are saying. So if in your own country, the man of God then choose to say, they not say that the man of God, then of course, that's their own country. That's why that one no problem. But for our own here, it's not that they can talk in politics. They can open their mouths in politics, but on the basis of greed. Because maybe the government of the day not giving them money. That's why they are like that. And that's just who they are. Now, while I look at it, I ask myself the question, what sort of country is this? Where are the sincere people? Where are the people with integrity? I saw one group or civil society group, Joseph Boaga, I know a nephew or whoever, or Nemot or Eddie Jawuro. He came up with certain report. That man was brave enough to put in the report that 64% of all the promises that Joseph Boakai made is ongoing. Could you imagine that? He says 64% of all the promises Joseph Boakai made is ongoing. This is Eddie Jaworo of Nemot. This now this country is these are a bunch of people who will sit down and they should be having integrity. Gosh, you know, there will come a time in this country and they can't stop it. Whether they like it or not, they can't stop it. Whether they like it or not, they will get angry more. And the more they get angry when that time comes, they will die. Because it will be frustration that will kill them. Most of them will leave their country and they will have no basis to be respected anymore in this country. Because the time is coming. At the time, this is a time now they are being exposed. That redemption time is coming. When their mouths will either remain shut forever. Because these are not people who are supposed to be the voice in this country anymore. The moral voices are gone. What a moral you will get now. Joseph Boakai broke all the laws. Then you dare praise him and say, thank you, thanks to Joseph Boakai for the exceptional leadership and the leadership that he played. Oh, wow. For the exceptional leadership, you call that? For respect of constitutional order, you Christo. My gosh. Sorry to the member that who believe in that man as pastor. I know some of you may be my fan and let my business. You're sorry. I know some of you will want to go away, but I know it's painful. It's bad losing you, but I don't care. I can't allow because of you your feeling to get feeling good effect. So I don't do what God has really sent me for. That time is coming. These men of God, you see, look, you see, there are times. In fact, God told Moses, he said, Moses, look at Pharaoh and tell him, look, he said, tell the children of Israel. He said, you see the Egyptians you see here, there will come a time you will see them no more. And that's true. The Egyptians, they will not see anymore. We have the Egyptians among us. People like Christ told them they are the Egyptians among us. And these Egyptians, look, there will come time you will not see them anymore. Now, by not seeing them anymore, it doesn't mean that you will not physically see them. But you will know that they no longer exist. You'll be asking yourself question, where are they? Because nobody has respect for them. Nobody respect them anymore. The way you see Henry Costa passing around today, do you really think of Henry Costa in the country anymore? No. You don't see them anymore. There will come a time, look, people like us, this is what God said, we are extra. Look, God made certain people in an extra way and gave them that courage to say, look, fear less. Fear less. Say as it is. I am telling you, and I don't know where I took that name from. God sent. Yeah. It was my first time working with Kings FM. I say I wanted to be DJ, and I just thought that people thought that DJ people, then people who get doing all kinds of things. And I used to be preaching in New Georgia Gulf at that time. I was being so I said, how will I be somebody who used to be preaching and service in New Georgia Gulf, New Georgia area there, New Georgia famous island? Then I can't be doing DJ well. So I would just put God sent in there so that people will know that I'm not like any ordinary DJ. That I started calling myself God sent, God sent, God sent, God sent. Later they I know that name, it is God himself that said I should call myself that way. And it was not DJ work that I was going to be doing, but this is the time and moment for which he said, Maybe you are going to be the God sent, and I'm sent for this moment. So the men of God and your girl, you're passing around with them, I don't care about them. Because I'm an extra person that God made for this moment that I did not know anything about. This is the true meaning of the name for which God told me, say, call yourself. I will not say anybody will call you God sent. You call yourself God sent. You will think about DJ business, you call yourself God sent, but I will use this medium to send you up there, and this is where you will be, and this is the time and age, and this is what you will be able to do. That's God's working. With God, all things are possible. We are in struggling times. We are in trial times. These people have let us down.
This man telling us in this country where everyone else say Joseph Boga and break all the laws for the Christo men and the council of churches people need to read a statement. Then he Christo say me I'm going to read it. So that Joseph Boga will hear and know that we on his side. As demonic as Boga appears, they don't care as Christians. Because they are all reincarnation of the false prophets. So they are operating on that spirit until nothing good comes from out of them. Then you say Joseph Boakai respects constitutional order and democracy, blah, blah, blah. Is that all you have to tell the Liberian people? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know how. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. But you see, all of you in the country who hurting this country. God brought people like us here at this moment to expose you. I don't get anything personal with you. You know that. I don't know the crystal man from anywhere or whatever. That's why I don't raise my issue on personal issues. No, I go for the issue. Now, the issue there is your statement you made, Chief, that what I'm discussing. And your statement you made here that represented your council of churches, your compromised council of churches, that what I'm discussing here. Eh? You see that? Let me do this again. Let your friend pastor talk to you again. Yeah, maybe it will help you. Let your friend pastor talk to you again because some students said they didn't get it. So let your friend pastor talk to you again. Mm-hmm. Because me when I be talking anything again, no, but I don't really get time for how you people feel. We got to be blunt in this country. We are depending on you people. When people go out, they misbehave, we say we'll take your complaint to your pastor. When people want misbehave in a home, when marriages are tearing apart, they say we'll go tell your pastor. That the kind of thing that they approach my meeting. You know why we do that? Because we think that you got the moral voices. People will listen to you and fear you. They say the other minister doing the thing, you go talk to the man pastor. You go talk to the man pastor. Because the pastor in all the school man. But today, where are you people? You know, no one of the politicians are scared of you because you are a compromised bunch of people. They're not afraid of you. They have no respect for you people. Because a Jeremiah, a Rachel pastor can say, oh, you know, I want an opportunity and I want a Tana, a Rachel pastor can say that thing. Everybody human being who you see also recording the man of God who are expecting people on a daily basis. But let us listen to their own kind.
Where are the jobs and where will they come from? You see how we make a fool of ourselves? The last time I prayed for people for jobs, there were people enough to and yet there are pastors are praying for people every week to get jobs. Question, where are the jobs and where will they come from? You see how we make a fool of ourselves? The last time I prayed for people for jobs, there were people enough to be a congregation who came out. Now all those guys believe that the anointing that came from me is powerful enough to give them jobs. The only thing is that where are the jobs? Because the person whose mandate and orientation is to build the business that makes that prophecy come to pass, his vision has been killed by the mentality of his pastor. Did you hear what I said? That CEO's vision was killed the moment he joined a church. The moment he joined Koinonia, a poisonous engineering came from a well-intentioned preacher that destroyed his appetite for growth and called it piety. Africa is where it is today because the church has largely contributed to shaping a poisonous worldview, not to be involved in matters of society. How many of you know that terrible things can be happening across the nation and the church has been taught to fold their arms, keep quiet, don't care, at best pray. Our idea of praying is spiritualize your fear. Just spiritualize your fear so that you have a consolation that at least you spoke to God.
I like that. I have own pastor talking to you.
Let me when we talk to you, you get job here, you say you get some pastor who are just fully, they just put their fully, they're gonna think that why he can be talking.
Successful people have stopped going to church. You know why? We are wasting their time. We really are wasting their time. We carry
the man also said this about you people. Maybe I didn't want you know what they got to.
And you are talking to someone who is an employer of 5,000 people who loves the Lord with all his heart, and you are teaching him foolish things from the Bible, and the person is looking and saying, no, I can't bring my wife. My son is supposed to succeed me as the CEO. I can't put this child under this pastor. He would destroy his mentality. We have young graduates coming from the finest universities in the world. They come and sit down under.
You know, a good that be dealing with you like this, because that is how whole day I say, oh, get job. How will they get job? You got to protect these people. Even if you don't want to come up openly and publicly to God, because you know what, God, be blunt. Some of the sermons you will preach in the church, it will put that minister in place. It shouldn't be targeted at specific kind of people. You say your churches here, all your puppet and you're opening up, you will be preaching all kind of gospel, you're told Labyrinth Flair, you're giving to Joseph Boakai. You say, oh yeah, Joseph Boakai is going to be the next president, he's the best person. All those fake thing in your debt in this country. I think at Liberty Christian Church, pastor, they say you don't want to Flair, give it to all those things in your debt in this country. And now that it is happening, nobody say anybody. It is possible that God can choose people, and it is also possible that those persons that God must have chosen may lose the weight of God. Now it behooves the same man of God who God used to choose those people to come up again and tell them that what you are doing, God has left you. That is the courage of God. I'm not having problem with people saying, oh, Joseph Boakai is going to be president or this, that. No, maybe that is what God said, but when the wrong things start to happen, muster that courage, go back. They seen Samuel who anointed Saul and told him that you are the king. It's the same Samuel God used to go to Saul and tell him that your days are numbered. You see how God works? You sit down, you just want to carry the positive prophecy. When the negative one comes as a result of the change of the person's behavior, you don't want to go tell the person the same prophecy because you have already eaten money for that person. You just get all kind of trash. You are on it. Let me tell you something. You got to be blunt as a man of God. Tonight, I just want to speak to you people, the man of God, because of what God sent me for. To tell you the truth in your faces. I'm not afraid of you people. I'm not one of those persons that you will grab and cajole and pull whatever it is. I don't care about your love. I don't care. Because these are all flimsy things. Your love for people is just characterized by deception. I don't care about it. I get my people who love me and they will continue. You know, people may not understand. The country is in dire need of voices. That's why God raising people like us. We are the stones because you people have gone silent. God said, even if you don't want to preach and whatever it is, I will raise the stone. I'm the stone. I'm one of the stones that God has risen. God said, I will raise the stone, and the stone will speak. Because you have decided to, gosh, this country, you have decided to betray your members to speak for them. These are people who are supposed to get jobs. You think when the country is booming and things are better, your members will not get jobs? But you sit there, you care about yourself, collect money from them, whatever it is, pray for the people, empower them. Do you people do that? No. You don't care about empowering the people, you care about empowering yourself. So if you can even be milking on ordinary members, don't want more about one minister who getting 5,000 or something and putting money in your pocket. One more about Joseph Boakai who will fly around, steal people money, corrupt the country, suppress the country, take money and give it to you people. That the kind of people you people are. You got nothing you're standing for in this country. You listen to yourself. Let me play a game. Maybe your children listen to it. Maybe your children and they didn't listen to this. Or they will say, but I really think your pastor, that your power talking 18 years old. Christo, he the one in the council of church leadership. Be your reason or whatever it is. That then they so you carry them. You're telling them say, my papa, that you 18 years old. Because everywhere else on Facebook, because all your children are on Facebook this time. All the terrible thing Boga doing your children and no boy. But when your children come and hear you're talking the kind of thing and they say, Papa, what are you doing like this? So why are you doing this? Let me play again so that your children will listen to it. Or people will listen to it, and people who know your children will say, Papa, that your parents were talking 18 years old.
Acknowledge the leadership of President Joseph Numa Boakai Sr., whose respect for constitutional order, and recognize Numa Boakai Sr., whose respect for constitutions. We acknowledge the leadership of President Joseph Numa Boakai Sr., whose respect for constitutional order. We acknowledge the leadership of President Joseph Numa Boakai Sr., whose respect for constitutional order and recognition of parliamentary majority. We acknowledge the leadership of President Joseph Numa Boakai Sr., whose respect for constitutional order and recognition of parliamentary majority.
You see the kind of trash? Sorry to say, but that's exactly what it is. Yeah, your children listen to it, or let people who know your children or know your family, let them listen to it and carry it to them and say that they think our uncle doing or that they think our pa doing. They see what and it's very good. It's good. You know, people are leaving the churches today because of you people behavior in this country. Nobody say you know what as a church leader, you are running a church. You may want to say, oh yeah, the other church here, this, that, I'm this, that, here and there, but speak the truth. When the bad time comes, say it. You get your memos in tight. Be your fake thing and you can be on your things. Oh, I get down for you. Look, I told you, I say God sent me for this moment. I am God sent. Oh, you think I die now? That thing you can be passing around. Oh, I'm disrespectful. Look, I am not disrespectful. I'm a respectful child. But you know one thing? I'm not like you people. I'm not ordinary Liberian. I'm extraordinary Liberian. Every profession I enter into, I'm extra there. Because I'm not there, got normal person going there. So the kind of way people think, not how I think. The way you think people can, what they call, not how I think. What you think is of priority to you, how you can make your money, not how I make my money. So every other thing is just different. Because that God guiding me, that God will carry me through. So Joseph Boakai respect constitutional order. Could you imagine that? You guys are complete rubbish. Anyway. God, this country. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. And I will do a couple of draws with you here tonight. And I'm really disappointed because when they think about Christian religion and Christian faith, oh, Liberia is a Christian nation. Liberia is a Christian nation. Oh, they will put on our forehead, we're passing around from place to place. We put in our forehead, we're passing around, but we are not able to speak. The formation of Liberia, it was done by a group of men of God. Oh, you don't know that one? The structuring formation of God, of Liberia, it was done by men of God. Bring Liberians because they were suffering. To solve the sufferings of the people, they took the church. The church is the one. These are a bunch of people who came to say, look, these people are being in slavery, and they're not supposed to be in slavery. It is the church that took the lead. You have people who are in the church who are leading this country. People like top men there, they've left from the church era. They went to lead. This is the church, the foundation of this church. The country was based on church. People saw the need to say, look, people are not supposed to suffer. People that Simon Greenleaf, there you see, they come from biblical backgrounds. The religious community played a cardinal role in the formation of Liberia. Why you think they did that? Instead for them to fold their hands and be sycophants and lying, taking money from officials of government and shutting their mouths when their members are suffering. Why you think they intervene and say, look, these people don't have to suffer in America. We can take them up. That the church, you don't even know. Just sit down there, passing around here and there. You want to be sycophants passing all over, putting money in your pockets and thinking that all you care about. Then you'll be sitting down up to your, what they call it, your business. I don't have time for you people. Do you think I care about you people? Look, all will die. Whether you like it or not. The only thing I left with me now is death. All will die. What thing God will tell you now that the thing that you must be sitting down for and be thinking about? That your thing that you're on there, so you're sitting down there passing around. You can be talking all kinds of things. Let's get to the lines, man. Interact with you. I'll call us 0776 and let me see 07722 and 39943. But of course, understand that our cash giveaway continues. It's *799 *24#. I will always do the draws, and like I told you people, I will always do it. Right?
So we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Let me get to the female line. Pick this first person from the female line. We are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Oh, sorry about that. I don't know why you choose to do what you did, but again, I can't entertain noise in this class. Yeah. Just sorry about the way I can talk sometimes, but like I told you, when I'm sitting here, I'm not in charge of myself. It's God. God's word I'm doing here. So, hello, how are you doing?
Hello?
You can go to church to preach there. Me, I'm here. I'm going to hear. Hello? Yeah, let's hear from you, man. I know. Everyone else suffering. It's not easy. Yeah.
They ask you, what are people saying? Can the election finish? What are people saying? We not hear nothing and we get nothing. One day, business, someone say, water. We say, oh, why not either our phone and not ask nothing. Every day, so I hear the afternoon on the CDC program. They say the president was coming, they put denying the expo, they go back to hospital at 35 times.
No, I have to add there on that moment. Hello, how you doing? Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how you doing? Yep, let's hear from you.
Hello, Ebi.
Yep, let's hear from you, please.
Thank you. This is James Laber.
Okay.
And I'm calling from the township of West Point tonight.
Yeah, James, let's hear from you, please.
Ebi, let me say thank you for the program. And Ebi, I'm forced to call tonight.
Okay.
Because I'm so disappointed in our leaders. The church, the Liberal Council of Churches. Look, where were you when this man were treating the Liberian people? In fact, he still treating the Liberian people. You sat there. He made sure that confusion went in the camp of the legislature. And he even said that even after the Supreme Court had passed, in fact, had come down with their judgment, he went to say he was quorum.
Yeah.
The man sacked people illegally. He didn't say anything. Then you coming out to raise praises to him, baby. I'm disappointed tonight. These guys are not in the interest of the people. And you call yourself the father of the land. Who will listen to you when you speak tomorrow? This is the reason why Boga don't care about the churches here no more. Right. It's so disappointing, Ebi. Thank you tonight.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. I appreciate that. The next caller, Crystal. Yeah, someone is even telling me, what do you expect from Crystal? Especially when he's used to eating student money from AMB Zion Pastor. They say AMB Zion Pastor. Hey! Yeah, hello, how you doing? Hello? Wow.
Massive recognition commission from Cardwell. Ebi, I listened to one of the pastors or men of God from LACC, the Liberal Council of Churches. If you listen keenly to his word, he said he acknowledge. And now, most men of God in our country, Ebi, there are ways God can use people, and those ways are distinct. They are different in so many ways. Now, when the pastor said that former President went far, that doing some spiritual things for this 2023 election, what was your point, Eddie? What was your point?
Excuse me, what are you saying? You say what? You say what?
I said, when the men of God from Nigeria said that we was going to lose the election because
who the man of God has said that? Who the man of God has said that? Who the man of God has said that?
From Nigeria.
Who the man of God has said that? I'm going to tell your fool self from here, man. Your foolish self. What kind of nonsense you can bring on the radio here, so? You're crazy, eh? When you're doing your nonsense, then you don't bring it on the show here. That your foolishness, you're on there, the post suffering here, you're coming part of trash. You get in at this show, you can't on. You better go find a place to sit. Nonsense. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon, Brother Ebi.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Good afternoon to your listener, and good afternoon to you once again. Brother Ebi, I'm Chief, what it says, you're calling for the power of Kuta.
Go ahead, Chief.
If you cannot man men, the first you are the because who is the just a job of pastor? I can tell you just a job of the
I'm not foolish man. You be talking like that nonsense, man. That kind stupid saying you can't say now.
You sit down, what you can a man to talk, they can even see. So at the end of the day, that kind of to call to sit down about that. People don't go to church, you cannot be changing. You do other church, go to church, you go to coming to church. When Chongo is letting the people preach, tell the Chongo that I want to teach, I want to be to church. The father of the Chongo is a lot of other part of cotton shop in the kitchen shop. The Chongo don't want to go to church because the pastor said, align yourself to get the kitchen shop, the tree, and all the Chongo. And what the guys are doing, they are sold themselves to the government officials. So at the end of the day, not if we expect them to talk, to encourage you to say you're a man of God speaking. How you go say Joseph Baga as an individual that do everything correct, and you know that the governor Joseph Baga pay the mayor off. If they say Joseph Baga only the rules of the country, Joseph Baga will go to the governor say, "Oh, I will pay you off," and bring the person in there. Look at now the lady to Glasgow. They start the lady no ANC, the lady want to ECOWAS. No, they look at the EPS men with the SAD. Then you go to the pay party on working here. So who the SAD. Then you can't do corruption with your phone. One no ANC. The same money is spent, you went for election. That same money corruption related because when you start you agree for no election.
They never talk about that. They
all that thing that means it was corruption study you were doing. See, all that said more than you say you are speaker for our correct one allow for you to go for election. I mean, our speaker. Come money. Joseph Baga government, you present Joseph Baga government is one who government like you. So what I'm not going to tell somebody to reach when somebody sold to go to the church. That man me and myself, I win my show. You can't win my soul to say that I want you to go to church. But the first thing,
thank
you want to win my soul.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for your contribution. I appreciate that. Hello, how you doing? Hello?
Hello, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking you a question because where ma. They men are talking that thing. That pastor, that fake pastor. I know that good pastor or that fake pastor.
You know, pastor. I don't know whether he fake, but I don't think he fake. But he just wanted to do something else.
Yeah, they back up for me, man. So they back up really want to destroy the country here, but I'm not coming to command the country here. Anywhere we go now, Ukraine, no way. We're breaking Bwaka. That Bwaka did the country here. Bwaka the country here. Bwaka get to the country there. In a chair, there is in a prayer bottle there. It's in a prayer bottle. He get there. He just started everything. You got a job. We are say job. We are how you manage. You take the country for 1 day to say yeah. But now Bwaka was 45 years. In government. Now you get here, all government now, you do everything here, you suddenly get a bobo, you don't know nothing. You say you know bo, that the bobo you know now, the country going and stay there, there. Let's leave the country, you live on the country here, you bake here, you leave the country here, let's leave the country here, the country too hard for all. The country too hard, baking baka, that baka leave the country here. Thank you, myself. That God bless you.
What if I hold the after 6 years?
Look, you can remember 2017 when the federal called you for president. We are inauguration that it should be inaugurated. Yeah, second mansion house on. Click on it. I'm the one that calling you. Look, I went to the federal or the bishop of Philadelphia, Bishop Harris.
Yeah.
When I explained it to Bishop Harris, I was saying, you don't have no dealing with pastor. Who's the president? We are then. I should go to the pastor who is Cardier to explain the dream to him. Is he the pastor that will get in his face? So, you put another person who will go with every day that break everything for the show.
Wow. Man of God and said, the other pastor, you got no dealing with. They get put dealing with. Everybody else get that. So take it, yeah. Oh, how you doing? Well, I here for you. God send me for you. You don't even know that one there. I here for you. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, every day the border Sabu last time 48.4 to be exact this hour in Zimbabwe.
Let's hear from you.
Let me take this time to appreciate you for the show. And just for that short video you play, can you imagine I'm transformed? That pastor is the best pastor in the world. Can you imagine in the Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 13 verse 1, the Bible says, let every person be subject to the government authority. Even Joseph was included to that authority, he should be subject to authority. In my Lord, is subject to that authority as what the Bible says. But you get this and you see the men of God today, they have sold themselves. They have sold themselves to the Lord, they sold their better. Can you imagine when God said we should be subject to the government authority, which means the men of God, these are the people for today, these are the people who are the step up, but they allow the sheep to be scattered abroad. They are not care anymore. If you read the Bible in the book of Malachi chapter 8, Malachi 3, the Holy Bible says, bring my time and offer in the storehouse so there will be more food in my house. But today, when you go in the house of God, no food you can find, and the pastor eat all the money. But you corrupt people. Can you imagine you know the Imam Council, you know the issue of statement too?
I know.
If you are a bunch of corrupt people, issue a statement to the land, they put
Let me
against
listen
themselves.
to it. I will go for them. You know me, I want that group.
But to the Lord, I say you is the God thing. That's what the Bible says. If people who are called by my name will not do my work, I will raise soon. I will raise also because to the lie here and Tabu Rasta here, so I will be alone to the lie. My children in the powerhouse. Thank you for the show, but you make my day, man. Have a good day.
All right, thanks, boss, for your contribution. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you, man.
Thank you, Eddie. The pastor there, the package full. The poor money package. The pastor there, the pastor there, the pastor who is Christian. So, the one say that he must do, but do what? The pastor there. That the pastor that don't go to the church. That the one of them. They take it, Eddie. They put it on a bar.
I know. With God, all things are possible, and we are certainly getting there. Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah. We are getting there, and we don't have time for them. I'm extra, and let me tell you, I'm not just ordinary. Yeah, so learn how to do that. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, Musa. Let's hear.
Hello, yeah, maybe you see, it is not surprising, maybe.
Yeah.
You know the reason why it is not surprising is because the council of churches have been there since. All the guys that are with the council of churches in their leadership thinks that they are well educated, they are well grounded. Who is a George Weah to come for a soccer playing page to become senator and become president of a nation? And that is the more deceptive part about them. But then they stay on the pulpit and they preach God's word. They make mockery of themselves. The council of churches are disgraced. And that's the reason why our denomination, the Evangelical Church of Liberia, have decided not to be part of the council of churches. Okay. Because the council of churches is full of people of deception. Maybe my denomination is the Evangelical Church of Liberia. Churches that were planted by ELWA. We got about 125 churches in Liberia. We got churches in Sierra Leone, we got churches in Africa Coast and Guinea. So we are not part of the council of churches because the people that head the council of churches are deceptive. They are deceptive. You guys, they hold the Bible and then some of them go to the Masonic craft. They are Masonic crafts. So the thing that society, Liberia is running. Liberia, it was built on the Christian principle, on the gospel, on the Bible, not their word. So I'm not believing them. That's why you see most of the million churches, they hate the grassroots churches that will look at them in the face and speak the truth. Because John Reakim did not care for the million churches. He went to the grassroots churches and started to work and put the pastor together. And that's what they hate him for. So I don't believe them. That's why they remain like that. No matter how they preach. You think Samuel will leave the board of education for the board of chairman of the board for the Grand Council University and talk something even he wants his job. They are treating him in the game. This man is the grandmaster for the Masonic craft. Then you say he's a pastor. Bullshit, baby. Sorry for the word.
All right. Thank you, Musa.
Thank you so much, and God bless you.
All right, Musa. Yeah, we got. Yeah, don't do that. They're making the whole country to low toxic, and we'll make it toxic for them, and we can tell them that we can show them that. What are you doing?
Good evening, Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you, pa.
Yeah, you are Professor Dr. Eddie. I'll give you the name. People won't call you, but I'll be calling you.
What that's it?
Yeah, you know how the black people looking?
Yeah.
The black people looking like K1 children, they want move from pre-K and go K1. So they're giving you a hard time. You teaching them, some of them, they got them, someone to understand you. That's why I give you the name. You are doing well.
Thank you.
So when I don't understand you, and then you are doing hard work for me. It's not you. It's you. And how do you call it? King of Israel and a man called General, the 3-star general. If you people are there during 1990, I don't think they will come here enter.
Yeah,
they will come in stop it.
They will not come in.
They will come in stop it. So you're doing well. You're more proud to meet up people to council and say thank you.
Thank you. It will not come in enter. Yeah, the war will not come in enter. Hello, how you doing?
Baby,
Yeah.
how are you, my brother?
I'm doing fine.
My brother, God bless you, man. You're doing too well, but we are like people.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank God.
You see that man of God? I don't know where are we in terms of more fun. Because as you said, these are the people who go to for direction. You know what the man is doing and never go to it? I think he check out more than never will resign for that church. So you know how that more for Eddie. You see the person that is wrong. You people will look up to the do the right thing. When you say nothing about Eddie, anyway, every man needs every Kali, eh? I'm calling for call preach.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you for your always.
Certainly bless you too for always listening. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Pastor Jackson Double calling for Conway, Children Compound Road.
All right, man of God, go ahead. Let's listen to you, please.
Yes, it was unfortunate for the Liberian Council of Churches to come up with such in a release. What were the Liberian Council of Churches when other things were going on? When Richard Cole hijacked the speakership illegally, the Liberian Council of Churches did not come out to make a statement to say no, it is illegal. Anything that is not done properly is not done properly, is not done good at all. And the Bible speaks against illegality. And the president hijacked the country by saying that he will only work with the illegal body. The Liberian Council of Churches did not make any statement or come out of relief. Now, how can you even respect Richard Cole today? The part of which Richard Cole used to be a speaker today is not really respected.
You're right.
The government went and raped somebody's daughter. And then because of the last year, you fail to marry this guy. And then you go on marrying the guy. We are go and congratulate you and say, oh, thank you for the wedding.
You're right.
So Richard Cole is not to be respected as a speaker. So the Liberian Council of Churches, I think, need to come out to, apologize to the Christian community. That is why some of us we refuse to even join the Liberian Council of Churches or whatever, because that's why they consider us as grassroots churches. Some of the guys are corrupt. They are corrupt. So it's one way or the other. It's a shame. Really, I'm feeling so embarrassed to receive, to hear such a release from the Liberian Council of Churches. Thank you so much.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. Let me get on to this one here. From diaspora. How are you doing?
Yeah, but every lesson is Frederick listening like from here.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly, Fred.
Yeah, so the pastor business is what caught me, and I decided to call, right? God and the Bible says that in the last days we have false prophets, false pastors. I only feel sorry for the congregation that this man is cajoling to get money. Can you imagine when Joseph Walker took himself and submitted bills to Richard Cole to pass it when the Supreme Court had ruled that whatever they were doing was wrong, and or as a man of God that represents the mouthpiece of God, or that is the mouthpiece of God, you sat down and you coming. You better be quiet than coming up to say what you say. It's like you mocking you are mocking God. Telling Liberians that Joseph Boakai respects the rules of law of our country. How can you come to Liberian people to tell them when this have been for almost 6-7 years on a month? We been hauling it and pulling it. Joseph Boakai refused to listen to the Supreme Court. Even he went ahead and saying that he will only work with people that had numbers. He is not listening to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
These kind of people should be, Liberia. Let me to conclude. Liberians are the reason why Liberia is like that. The first thing is Rachel Kuhn should be chased out of Liberia, but not Rachel Kuhn shouldn't be in Liberia. They think Kenya did to the parliamentarian that what should have happened to that horse. But Liberia let to lay back and allow people to play fool out of them. That why that pastor is following Joseph Boakai's step to tell us that Joseph Boakai is following the rule of law. I feel so sorry for our people.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
For your contribution. I appreciate that. Hello, how are you doing? Let me get on to this one. And first, hello, how are you doing? Hello?
Hey, Papa.
Yeah, fine.
I am Omar calling from Clariton.
Let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, every day people came in Clariton.
Why?
I'm saying it. Yeah. They won't kill me because we play on the government. I'm paying for the second time. They're talking with black paper, with black clothes. The first person they made was Rita. The second person is our question. They serious, Eddie. And the thing will make it for me to post my mom.
You mean that the government people bringing pickup around black people?
Yes.
They said Gregory Coleman has certain black pickup like he can give to his agents to go around to be collecting people and putting something like that.
The first thing happened, the person was loud, but the woman said she's sending jello red. The second time she was playing football 1 o'clock in the morning. All the car roll, what job we have big. They came with a black paper with black clothes on. Asking for the all the money here, all the way up class now. The one they put doing now. You tell the government they can't after you in the they can't kill you. Talk for people, that's my country. And if you want to do the time, but when I say that
it's good to allow me that, Mama. Anything is possible. Anything people are very wicked. They are wicked. They are killers.
They are evil people.
Yeah.
And so the issue myself, Eddie, will tell God for the men of God to be safe in the point. But God told me one thing. He said he got 100 lakhs when he keep it for the men of God. That want to see the person into another mess. They're not speaking the truth of power. They are better David pastor. They are born there in a wheelbarrow riding around from Boca place to Boca place. Can I want to say the truth? See the old man call himself pastor. And who does pastor say he check? To say Boca living well, he's going well. What was just 7 years? 7 months, I can say yes, 7 months. The whole country will get away to tell us Boca doing the right in the country. Then they have better dressing. So they go in a church and nobody gets their offering because they posted like their money. Pastor, they empty. So for God, go back to the map of Boca and I know how they call it. I know whosoever over us. They told me one light and people say they make government well. They're rocking for his factory. If you want to find out Bobby, you go read a letter to the people. But they know it's evil. They're not saying the truth to the people. They're not saying the truth. What they do is bad. They kill us suffering and they're not talking about it. But they lie to the men going well. But God will see them one day. Thank you, Master.
Thanks, Mommy, for your contribution. We appreciate that. And we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. Yeah. And we always tell you people that with God, all things are possible. And whether you like it or not, for me, I will say my own opinion and I care about how you people feel about it. That's one thing for sure. I'm not an ordinary Liberian. I will keep telling you that thing. Yeah, because some things I know the way things. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you, maybe this is the same we are. I join you from a local town resident.
Okay.
Maybe there are many people who are doing this program.
Okay.
And some some situation happen, to know who are the wicked people or who do care for people.
Okay.
God brought this day to us, brought this leader to us to know the Liberian Council of Churches, the Muslim Council, even Imam Kwai, other people. And so now we shouldn't be surprised. The true color of this guy, for now, we know them. So that tomorrow that will come, 2029 election, then we will know who the people that they are, who believe in the rule of law. Or when it comes to, even the council of churches, they know what the president has to speak. The council of churches themselves, they have problems. They know what the president of the council of churches, he had a grandmother university as a president. That alone, it drives the moral, that alone, it drives the concept. That alone, it drives the issue. Because the council of churches came about by the labor conferences and other people to speak for the Liberian people. But for now, the council of churches, they have become a bad body job worker. For Israel, for someone who will remain consistent. Even before I liquidly, even in the past, the city government was our government. But there are other things. When they came to power, we saw how they behave to us because God allowed them to set in a position to show their true color. So other people will say along with the owner. The council of churches, I listen to my Muslim people, I listen to your prayer religion and what have you. And why you can't tell the Liberian people, why you can't tell us? But now will speak for himself. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. We are certainly getting there. Darling, what's up? Peters.
Eddie, good evening.
Yeah, let's hear from you, man.
Yeah, this is Peter and I'm calling from Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, AB, that I'm a Ghanaian or Nigerian prophet talking about Joseph Baba. When Joseph Baba comes to power, what's going to happen? I think that is just the exact reality that we are seeing today. You can remember when Waka was announced president, I think it was November, right? And November is not ready. Probably reading season. But that day, the entire cloud got dark. I don't know if you can remember if the entire cloud got dark. It didn't rain, but the cloud was just dark. Our internet day, and the place was just looking that kind of complicated way.
You're right.
So, and Blanca took, I think the first or second week, that's how that heavy accident took place in, I think, Totota around Bon County way, where a lot of people and die in the process. And since the inception of Baka Left administration, if we can do the statistic, the death rate might be close to 100.
Yeah, people dying. People dying. The death rate all in the streets every day. People die. I don't know what is happening.
Every single day, people are dying. Accident, somebody killing someone, another person doing this. I mean, the whole thing is just like since Waka came to power, that certain kind of demonic spirit that he brought with him. And since then, there is nothing like peace in this country. Every night and day, people are killing people. People are, horses burning, people die in it, and so many things. And the unfortunate part of it is that those people that we consider as prophets or pastors in this country, they were all convinced by the UP when they were in opposition. And they all joined the UP, I can say they all joined UP because they start supporting UP, start doing all kinds of things. And today, they can hardly speak against the government. They can hardly prophesy any longer. They can't pray any longer for the country. So I don't know, where are we heading as a nation? And Baka said it clearly in a campaign message that you're going to dance with the devil to come to power. And you see power is associated with devil in some kind of way when you are not favored by the people and you want to force your way in. You got to associate yourself with the devil. And that's what Baka told us. And that is what we are seeing today. Anyone you walk in the street and ask people, you will know that people are really going through situations, they are going through a lot. People go and sit in the market whole day and make just $100 or $150 Just imagine. People have market, they buy them to go and sell, but they cannot get customers to buy. Everything has become difficult. They felt like it was CDC, maybe CDC that send people on the field to go and interview, and then they say that thing. But now that water went there. to do interview.
Right.
That's what people are saying. And that is just the reality that people are facing. But those people are forgetting about it. 24 hours, they are on Facebook, or posting on Facebook, they're on radio, calling here and there, without doing anything to change anything in this country. So it's very sad. Nothing Baka is doing, he is building houses, he is building mansions, his retirement homes. That when you leave for power, when you like, you go to Lofa, you spend 1 month in a palace, you go to Sierra Leone, you spend another 1 month in his palace. That's what Baka is doing right now. So it's unfortunate that our old men and people trusted and feel that many people believe it, not many people, but few of our citizens believe that he was going to do something better to change his country. He is now empowering himself and his entire family. See the life of his children. The children who were running doing, I don't know, they are not doing nothing, but today they are in big cars, buying plane, going here and there, enjoying our country money. Is that how it's supposed to be? If you think to make change, you say you want to think Liberia, build Liberia. Is that how you want to think and build Liberia? You don't even care today we have monkey pox in Liberia. People are being affected, the government was happy. I said that in the country ever since. But it didn't happen. It was the community and every book to use to the public. Alright? So I mean, it's just that people don't care about the president, they don't care about us. They are not really concerned about what is happening. This is why everybody needs to take precaution, because if we depend on government, definitely we're going to spread this country. We all have to take precaution to protect our family and friends around us.
Right. Thank you for your contribution. Ella, how are you doing? The next one, Ella.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Princess calling from the Massive Rescue Mission Hall.
Okay, let's hear from you, man.
Yeah, will you please allow me to ask you some questions?
Go ahead, Princess.
Okay. I hear people crying that they're suffering. I want to know if for you.
Mm-hmm.
For the past 6 years, when you people were in power, which were the job you created for the youth when you were in power? Okay. Number 2, when JNB took over as president, because you people already deploy your people in Freeport, LPRC, and other places. Can you tell me the workers there that were working in Freeport? How many workers JNB took for on the list? How many prices JNB put down for Freeport? Workers that you put there, ordinary people, I'm talking about big people and me, ordinary people, there's some of us that were there working to support their family. How many prices JNB put down for Freeport, LPRC, and other places? Number 3, you talk about the pastor. The pastor that was pastoring the Procuratorial Church wants some money from people. He said you are going to get a visa to go to America. You ever spoke on it?
Yeah.
Baby, when you come to the air, you know what?
You say you asking question, now opinion. You say you asking question, now opinion.
Yeah. No. I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something.
Take that from you. You say you asking question and now opinion. You say I want to ask question.
The 3 question I asked is to become Anthony. I still want to Anthony.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I still want to Anthony.
Okay. Talk.
Okay. Maybe you know why your show not fun. Because who that decision can call your show.
Okay.
So all the people call to talk. You will question. God never see you.
Okay.
Stop doing that thing. You're frustrated. You'll be frustrated. Joshua will now come with the power. I'm not last to you. You will crack. You will stop blood. Joshua will not come out of power in this country. Get it for today, market for today. The way you left the country, the way you damaged Liberia. Only a region you want to die. Nobody down there reaching everybody eating bread.
Okay, so I will hold you like that, and then I will allow my caller to answer. Normally, because you are a caller, I will not respond to you. So my caller will answer you. Just for the case of this. So please take your time to listen to them. I think you follow all her questions and things, and you forget about the part that she said, but what I said. They'll leave that one. So you please start answering her. Hello, how are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you so much. I join you from District now, most of the country. Maybe this country, we need to fight for the country. Maybe You see, I'm listening to Liberian speaking on other platform and on your platform, especially the men of God. Today, I know you're taking notice of churches just getting planted because for money, school, little school you see churches, little church you see school. But those people who preach the word of God to people in churches, majority of them, they are not ordained. And the council of churches, I don't know whether they have their book that governing them that some of them not, some churches not supposed to be in this country because the entire church or churches in the country, majority of them, they are political church. And they are signed with other political party. Look at the way that God spoke. Look at the way that pastor speak. That President Boaka, he fear the Constitution and see the girl. He obey Constitution. He lay rule of law. Are you killing me? Are you killing me, my brother? President Boaka, who look at any law after the Supreme Court said no. Don't take the people for the position. He said, okay, I hear you. Thank you for the court. He sought out the Supreme Court and went to suspend the for investigation. Up to now, people still acting there. You look at this Amla Senefi to King Job. You see on fire there. It killed the people. So the one is sitting and are living, the living in my community or small. Guy in a instruction of Pagagi. You see that? So the council tells you they are not talking. All the things are going on. Today, it because achievement of Liberian people. Today, no food. Today, no station or stationery in school.
Okay, all right.
In government school, people are writing on blackboard.
All right.
Then council tells you safety. Then they are driving the Bible. It's also myopic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we just spoke. Edmond, let me hear from you. Hello. Hello.
Eddie, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Please go on. Let me listen to you.
Yeah, this is Ed McCann. Are you sure the visually impaired God are putting Paga feet of the fire to deliver? Let me answer two questions for that girl before I can talk to the council of churches. She said during President we had time, people didn't die. Yes, people died during President we had time. But as far as we're concerned, you guys could go to funeral home and even buy this body that was left there. People could not go for it, could go and purchase it, bring it, put it on the street, show it to the outside world so that you could have paid the CTC government back. How she was not in the country during President we had time. The tape was played. It was now Freedom FM banner that went to go do that recording. It declared that the hardship that is here now, you cannot compare it to the hardship the Liberian people are going through now. President we are not coming by. It's not you who will determine that. You are worrying about President we are coming here by, because if you're not worried about it, you're not going to be shouting talking about President we are coming by. It is Liberian people who will determine whether President we are coming back or not. It's not you. And in fact, in the body politics, you don't threaten your opponent who is supposed to come back and who is not to come back. So that's life. That is the rule. Us, whether he will come back or not. And for sure, we're going to be by. Start packing, start preparing to leave. Now to the council of churches. You want to know? I don't know what happened to people then the Reverend too. The last time was Supreme Court finally came down with the ruling. We didn't hear you say anything. If Boaka could have come out at that time to say, hey, you purported speaker, Supreme Court have followed the rule. Go under the gavel as for nothing happened, requesting that to happen so that we can go back to start up so that you guys can do the right thing for the country. They have been told, I agree with you that Boaka respected the Constitution and the rule of law in the country. But he sat there and laughed on a people to resign in the name of peace of the country and for the stability of the country. Then you come out, you tell that Boaka respected the Constitution over 7 months. They have been fighting in the house. He can't do nothing about it. But all you do is supporting them, sending money there. Here is a result that we are getting.
$5 million loss, 200 million loss. So this is where we are. So the guys are conflicted. We don't know. We don't know what is happening to the country. There is no other voice or voices in this country anymore. Whenever they come out, they will say something that will even anger the Liberian people further. There is no respect for constitution. They respected the constitution. Where were you when he suspended the guys at LTA after Supreme Court told you that he was in the role and put the people there up to present? They are still acting. You are not saying anything about it. What about the misbehavior of the police against the Liberian people? You are not saying nothing about it. What about the hardship against the Liberian people? You are not saying anything about it. But only to come here today to congratulate majority crew. What did they do? They didn't do anything. So there was no need that you congratulate anybody around here. It's clear Waka never respect the constitution and he cannot respect constitution in this country. Keep quiet and you have nothing to say. You're living with us. They just forget it. Start putting the church to properly ridicule. Thank you.
Thank you, Edman. Let me get to Dima, and then I think we can wrap it up from there now. Because I'm catching my dashboard here. I'm doing the draws, so the mornings will reach out to you, and you will get it. Elo, how you doing?
Eddie.
Yeah, Mama.
How you doing? That's your mother that I'm Rebecca calling from Minnesota.
Yeah, you good?
Thank you so much for the show. Thank you so much. Eddie, you know what? Let me tell Liberians, you understand me? The reason why sometimes people will say, oh, how come the Liberian they always go to a Nigerian pastor or prophet or prophetess to end up for their problem? Is because the pastors that in Liberia, some of them, especially like the one that we take to be bosses, they play the part they said the Spirit of God left them. And let me tell Liberian people, when Jesus Christ came, when the first place he started his discipline in the church.
The church.
Right? In the church. The Bible tells us that he went in the church and he saw the elders people was making market in the church. The Bible tells you market because it's a parable, but these are the things that were happening in the church. And he got so annoyed and said, my father's house is not a place for market ground. My father's house is not a place. It's not a place to joke.
Right.
You understand me? My father's house is a place for discipline. My father's house is where people go for rescue. My father's house is where people go for healing. It's not place for market, not place for you to go get reported and do. And let me tell you, Eddie, that sickness that in Liberia right now, we're taking it to be marketable. But that second one, I was in Liberia in March on my organization convention. There's a guy that had the Holy Spirit that brought rain from Nicosia all the way to Platform in the dark. And he said the pastor should go indoor and pray because there is a sickness that coming in the country. But if the pastor not pray, it will be a disaster. But people didn't pay attention. So these people, judgment they're coming. Judgment they will start in the house of the Lord again. Maybe our people are suffering. Let me answer I don't know whether that my daughter or my sister for the rescue mission. Doing President we are time. If you see President we have never created a job, the thousands of people that were fired by your government, where were they? Where they were working at? Are you telling me they were just sitting down and your government keep people fire them?
They were not working.
Again, you see the kind of thing those girls are doing, those women are doing, and suffering our future leaders in our country. Doing President we are time. Do you see anybody die on the downside? Our people suffering. Our people suffering. Myself right here, even like I said the other day on your show before I can leave, I said when the government, our people made that decision to bring the people back to power. It broke my heart, and I said I'm not going to help no friend, nobody. Even the physicians I said they were disenchanted. I said I'm not going to help none of them. But I went in country there to 1 month, 2 weeks. I spent in country. What I saw, it broke my heart. That's what I say again. It's just that when I get back, I fall in accident, and now I get back on my feet for me to start helping my people and family and friends on the ground. Thank you for the show, and thanks for what you're doing for our country. But judgment, they will start from in the house of God.
Contributions. Anyway, the lady didn't call her name and being a female and coming with that kind of exuberance. They are hurt by what we do. So I get understand our frustration. You can see us saying, oh, we are not coming anybody. Why are you shouting? Why are you worrying yourself? We are not coming anybody. Oh, We are not coming any back. Any back. Okay, I like that. Hello, how you doing, Leo? Quickly.
Hey, my brother, look, man. You know, I was happy that for that lady to call and ask those questions. You know, I watch you. You are teaching on democracy today. Yeah, you saw democracy get this place, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got the freedom to say what they want to say, but we
Somebody wanted to say
you were teaching about democracy today. Now, I hope those guys who you are teaching will be listening to this show and saw ignorance display itself in the place of democracy. Total ignorance, my brother. The woman you can hear on her voice, the pain, but she was pushed to say stupidness on a high level.
You're right.
But it's all right. So we are not coming. But who will feel it? And now you eat heavy. But you know, I just called and said, thank you. I started teaching today, my man was following. But let them keep talking, man. She under pressure, my brother. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And remember, get used to the WhatsApp line. Yeah, this is she just made me laugh. Joe, you're not coming any bike. Why we are here with Joe? You're coming back. We want to go. You're frustrated. Joe, you're not coming any bike. I really like her for that. My guy, what's up? And I hope you're doing so great. I get who just call. She very muster the courage, and I like the way she flow with her questions and her opinion about what we do. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate it. Hey, why not let your show? Why people not let your show? Your show not fun. What do you tell you say? I tell you say that your call can make my show fun or whatever. Hey, you just call you tell your teacher that you went by your business. Hello, how you do? Yeah, go ahead, Chief. Yeah, let's hear from you.
I enjoy get said to watch and I say I will not respond to you. I will call to respond to you. Let me get a for Eastern. On one to the Saudi election, a late president want to quote president who cannot tell a phobity whether I judge we are one for the runner or Paga who was the second winner to judge we are. The first time may you be a voting when the code will you. You see, no, no, boy. What you were. The second thing is, you said that. Exactly, you said you want to do every show. Exactly, maybe you get woman or the woman get buffet. You could be the man or the woman. When you want to see, you will see it. You want to do the show, but they say if you don't want on your show or forget on your show or your show be far, I don't know. And you call your head, I want you to call. They don't know me, but anyway, could be a man or you could be a woman. I don't want to hear the woman that wants to be the they said, I check you, I want to follow behind you. What is green? You know already the country is getting hard day by day. Day by day, the country is hard. You see them by yourself. Nobody will tell you. Normally they hear. Normally children go to school. I say so. Normally children go to school. So we are the devil. We agree. You change. We are. But all you say about we are is to put Paga. The Paga is doing more than we are. Right. So you say no. Please, if you get able to see, go to the go back over there. If you don't come over there, go to the job. Come on, they don't want to come on, but whole day we are not coming back. Are you your governor as well? Maybe we are not come back. You're not thinking about that one. Hello, how you doing? Let me get to the next caller. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Hello.
Hello, Evie.
Yeah, Mama C, let's hear from you, please.
Hopefully, my internet allows me to make my points.
All right, go ahead quickly.
I want to say thank you for the level of tolerance that you demonstrated when one of your callers decided to attack your personality. So there's a difference between expressing your opinion and being angry in your expression and attacking people. So when you say people don't allow other people to call, that is untrue. When other people call, they want to attack instead of speaking to the issue. Yeah. So my very self cannot be on a show. You call and attack me and you want me to allow you to continue. It's not going to work. Even the lady who called, she wouldn't allow it. So nobody calls anybody up on the show except if they leave the issue and they attack personality. Now to the questions she asked. She asked, what are the jobs that we created? So when we came to power as a government, there were hundreds of health workers that would have been jobless. Those people were being paid by our donors. And the donors told the Liberian government at the time, as soon as we came to power in 2018, they said they would not continue. They were going away. And the fund dried. We had the option to have laid them off. But what did we do? We incorporated them. Those are Liberians. Some of whom were citizens. and Unity Party partisans, Liberty Party partisans, and non-politicians. So those are some of the jobs we created. The teachers that teach in the various schools, some of them were not on payroll. We incorporated them on the payroll with limited international support. Those are things we did. And she asked a question, we put a lot of people on the payroll, and how do we expect workers to empower other people? That is a lie, madam. When President Weah won the election, he did not dismiss your partisans who you flooded the payroll with. He decided to work with all of them because he believes that Liberians should have the opportunity to work regardless of their political difference or differences. But what did you do as a government? I don't know if you've been in Liberia. When your government came to power, they started dismissing people who they claimed were citizens. And I will name few institutions. The MCC, I don't know where were you, the EPS, the Foreign Ministry, and different institutions. People were dismissed and they put United Party partisans on the payroll. Even at the legislature, people were being dismissed during the speaker fight. They brought in United Party partisans. So if you are not abreast of the issues, it is important you just become a listener. The things Waka has done to this country is so dangerous. And the audacity to even say George Weah will not become president. That's why I can't even get over. Are you the representative of Liberians? Who are you to tell George Weah he's not going to become president? But this is not strange, AB. They said this thing. Do you remember a man who said when George Weah becomes president, he will crawl from your house to town? You remember that man? Mm-hmm. So these are that things we've been hearing before George Weah became president. Some of you said you will never become president. So everything you're saying today is not strange. You said those things before. We've heard them. George Weah coming to power, it lies in your purview because the way you're treating the Liberian people, that is why George Weah will come to power. He doesn't even have to campaign. Yesterday, one of your favorite stations on Saturday took their microphone to the different streets, the communities, and even people who supported your government. They said things are hard. I don't know why you're becoming so like a fakao and you don't want to realize that this government has failed the Liberian people. AB, I just wanted to respond to her that we created job. And I also don't know if she cannot remember that Waka served as vice president for 12 years in this country. You should be asking him, what difference did he make? What would they help? He helped the young people. What employment he created? Employment opportunity. Waka is not a stranger to governance. Waka was in power for 12 years and he admitted that he squandered opportunities. And you want to make it look like Waka has never been in the space of government in Liberia, and you think we're sitting here, we don't know history. I'm from Lofa. What help has he carried to our county as an elder of our county? He been in government for 12 years. But there. And he was being paid. He had the opportunity to work with Madam Salim to create opportunities. He did not. Ricky would create an opportunity. Waka came to power accidentally. If Waka is not a presidential material, he only came to power accidentally because of the lies you carry right now of government. And you say people used to die. People used to die in your mouth because you guys were the kids. Those people, we have people not dying naturally. They're all in the street. Different states must be recording them. Are you not aware of that? And you want to come question George Weah being president? You are the one that made George Weah president. And I want to close on this note. If you know, for me, I am a Muslim. I normally don't like to critique any other faith. I rather critique my faith than critiquing any other faith. But I'm constrained to critique the Global Council of Churches. Honestly, it is so embarrassing. And I'm not talking about Christianity. I'm talking about the leadership within the Liberal Council of Churches. They have become serious embarrassment to this country. Can you imagine, instead of these people upholding the rule of law, instead of these people telling the Shabaka to uphold the rule of law, they had a man to tell the speaker to resign? Can you imagine? And they come in to tell us we thank Waka. Like, why are you thanking Waka for? What did he do? Waka grossly disrespected the ruling. The Supreme Court recognized Honorable Kofa as the speaker. What did Waka do? He had a nationwide press conference. What did he listen to? He said he will work with the lawless people. And he's still telling us that he respects the law. How? Waka knew that Fonati was the main speaker. He came back. He told us that he was set to work with these people. Besides that, they took Fonati offer. They did not get Fonati offer back to him. They took all of his signatures to him. They didn't give it back to him. And how do you come back to tell us to the law? Sometimes, you know, some of these people will see preaching for not only the Christianity, right? In our community. Sometimes we'll see them in hellfire and we ask why are they there? Because of their behavior.
These are the people who should be praised because they really worshiping God. It's not be afraid of human beings, but it's the contrary, and it's so unfortunate. It's just so sad, very sad. Thank you, AB, for the opportunity.
Oh yes, what a brilliant CDC, and of course a female there speaking. And I don't know whether UP get a jacking or Jedi or just talking translate what coming from above. Now you listen to real constructive response to you, right? You are just coming dumping all over attacking. Now Mama C has already put everything in place. Thanks so much, Mama C Kaba, your brain. And of course, it's always easy for truth to defeat lies. It's very easy. The most difficult task for any mankind is to live a fake life. But the people who are just natural and real for themselves, is easy for them. But the fake people, it's difficult for them. Now we're giving the Unity Party people a hard time. Living fake life, that we're giving a hard time. You will keep shouting. You will be doing this and that. We not care about you people. God sent us for this purpose, and that's why it is not you who to say. That's up to you. But let me tell you something. Mama say thank you so much for that, and which is very important. Tomorrow we're going to be back here by the grace of God. But you are saying our show not fun. But granted, but your whole United Party people, how many times did I came in here? You have killed me in your mouth on several occasions. The mayor not found that the mayor can be following every day. You're passing all over the place. You sit in your chat rooms. Anything about ABA moves you. Because I am the only consistent and integrity-driven person on air that you know that you can get across easily. That's all you're doing, routine for. But with God, all things are possible. My girl, you know you let my business. Even you look at me out there, you will want to say, I admire the guy so much. You want me. You won't get to me at all. You won't take me as your somebody, correct? But the idea is, I will not even agree to person like you before you can't chakla my head. Thank you so much to all of you for the time we are getting there. You want me on your side. You now you channel. You say, let me go talk to AB. Hey, AB, come on our side. That's all you want, but it can't work. Because somebody who not want for you to chakla my head. Thanks so much for being there. Until we are back here tomorrow, do have a pleasant time. But those of you that did the draws for your monies, you already received them. Do have a pleasant time. Bye-bye.